Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Okay, y'all, so this is a blessing for me, okay? I have been doing what I've been doing for many years, for a very long time, and I have never had a craft room. I've never had a space where I could, well, I shouldn't say that. I do have a table, but I've never had a room that I could call a craft room. I didn't realize that there was such a thing, of course, until I got here on YouTube and I noticed that everybody on YouTube had craft rooms. And I got this craft room because the other day my son, he moved out. Yes, my son grew his wings and he moved out, y'all. So he has his own place. And that was hard for me. That was that was really hard for me seeing my son, grow his wings and move out. Okay? That's just my truth. And so what I did was I decided to just take his room and I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm going to be doing a video on everything, showing y'all pretty much the room itself from the beginning to the end. But right now what I'm doing is I have some old excuse me, some vinyl that was gifted to me. And for those of you who are following me, y'all know that I did a haul on a lot of this vinyl that uh, I'm folding right now. So I'm in here, I'm folding this vinyl, and I said, let me just go live. Okay. So I hope everybody is well. I want to thank y'all for joining me for coming into this live. So good morning to those of you. I'm on my phone. Hey Anita, how are you, Queen? I'm on my phone, y'all. I'm doing this live on my phone. And of course, y'all already know I'm gonna give y'all a word, right? A word this morning. Okay. So I'm sitting here and I'm rolling up because the mistake that I did, okay, the mistake that I did, this is a mistake. Never do this to your fabric, ever, okay? Of course, for those of you who sew, you already know that, right? Never, ever do this. Okay, Queen, never do this to your fabric, ever. Never do this. You know why? Because you will mess it up, okay? This was gifted to me, and for some reason, I don't know why in my brain, I thought I could fold it, but this is vinyl. And anything that's vinyl, it have a tendency to, once you fold it up like that, it it gets like, it get pretty marked up and all that stuff just from the folds. So what I decided to do, I said, well, I'm gonna sit up here on my floor. I'm going to roll this up, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little talking. And like I said, I just thank y'all so very much for joining me. But this is basically what I want to talk to y'all about today. I want to talk to y'all about the journey. Okay? I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about my journey and everything that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. When people come to my channel and for the very first time and they look at everything that I do and everything that I make and everything that I create, they have no idea everything that goes along with me being who I am. And whenever you ask the Most High Yah for something, okay, He is always preparing you for the journey. All right. He's always preparing you for the journey. He's always going to put people in place for you to meet, for you to learn from, for you to grow. Okay. So my journey, y'all, has not been an easy journey, but I do this because I love what I do. Okay. You got to love what you do. All right. Anything that you ask in God for, anything that you want him to bless you with, anything you want him to help you with, he is going to make sure you have everything you need. And see, what we have to understand is we already have everything. We just have to learn who we are. Okay. You have everything you need to do whatever it is that you want to do in your life. You just have to learn who you are. Okay. And on your journey, you're going to meet good people. You're going to meet people that are not so good. You're going to meet people who are going to support you. And you're going to meet people who are not going to support you. And you have to be okay with that. Okay? So I'm still learning. Believe it or not, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to sometimes shut my mouth. I'm still learning sometimes not to be so quick to talk. You know, sometimes I'm learning to just not say so much. Hey, Katrina, how are you, Queen? Good morning. Not to speak so much, okay? Sometimes I'm learning to just be humble and not say anything and just watch, okay? Just watch and pay attention, you know, because that's how you really learn. Sometimes when you run in your mouth, you know, when you're talking too much, sometimes you'll miss out on some things. Okay, if you are in a setting with a group of people, and you are always the first one that have to talk, the first one that has to always open your mouth and say something, you know, sometimes it's best to just be quiet. Sometimes it's best to be quiet because when you're quiet, you can observe, okay? You can observe and you can see everything that's going on around you, everything that's being said, everything that's taking place when you are quiet. When you have a big mouth and you're sitting and you always got something to say, you know, you'll miss out on some things, all right? You'll miss out on some things. So I just want to tell y'all a little bit about my journey. My journey has not been easy, okay? Everything that most people see me do, everything that I'm gonna say I'm rich with knowledge. I'm rich with my abilities that the Most High gave me. Okay, I would never say I'm poor because you have to be very careful with what you speak out about who you are. Okay, so you got to be very careful and choose your words very wisely. You know, when you are speaking things about yourself, you got to speak positive things about yourself and about who you are. Okay, and so I'm learning. I'm still learning a lot of things. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I'm also realizing I have to realize a lot of stuff here on YouTube. YouTube is a totally different platform for me. I'm getting used to it. I've been on here for a number of years now, and I'm just getting used to everything and to people. And I realize here on YouTube, and I talk about YouTube every now and then, but it's all a part of my journey because that's how we all meet here. That's how y'all have found me here on YouTube. And YouTube can be very challenging, and any social media platform that you're on can be very challenging. So it's a part of my journey. And a lot of times I find myself here on YouTube with supporting other content creators. Uh, I support people who support me. I I am a loyal content creator, meaning that if you support my channel, I'll support your channel. And you know, just like with any other social media platforms, it all has its ups and its downs. Okay? All its ups and downs. So that's another part of my journey. And so let me get the rolling these up, y'all, while I'm talking. But you have to be careful with what you ask for, okay? Because on your journey, you're going to meet people. And a lot of times people are not going to quite understand you. They're not going to understand you. And what I mean by that is they don't understand you because they don't really know you personally, okay? They don't know you. But the gifts and the talents that you have to be okay with what you have. Okay? You got to be okay with that. You got to be whatever the Most High has given you, be okay with that thing. Okay? Please do not become jealous or envious of somebody who you think may have more than what you have. And I say this because what's meant for you is meant for you. Okay? Whatever God has given you to give birth to, whatever your gift and talent is, don't be afraid to walk in your greatness. Because on your journey, you're going to run into a lot of people who are going to be there for you and who are not going to be there for you, who envy you, who become jealous of you. And trust me, I experience this all the time on a day-to-day basis. And it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with what I carry. Okay? That's what's important. What you carry on the inside of you, what you give birth to, what people see you do, that's what you carry. That is what people, how people, they relate to you. They relate to you from what they see. And they think that what they see is phenomenal. It's wonderful. But they have no idea of what you go through on a day-to-day basis in order to carry that thing, in order to produce that thing. Good morning. Hey, Queen, how are you? How are you, Queen? How are you? Cynthia, they have no idea what you go through on a day-to-day basis, okay? So you go through a lot, okay? My days are not always sunshines and smiles. Okay, that's just my truth. And I'm speaking only from my perspective. Okay, now everybody may look at things totally different. They may, some people may be on their journey, and it may be. You know, I would never do that. I will never do that, Anita. Let me tell you, when God puts you in a position to do something, it has to be done. And everything that comes along with it, that's a part of the process. That's a part of the journey. You know, when God puts you in a position and he says, this is where I want you to be, this is what I want you to do, you got to be okay with everything that comes along with the journey. And I have accepted that. I have accepted a lot of things, and I'm okay with it. Because I'm going to tell you, when God makes you and he creates you, he makes sure that he gives you a strength. You know, on this journey, you have to have strength. We have to go to him for more strength, but you have strength to get through a lot of things that you go through in your life. And you have to understand and know when A lot of people don't like talking about evil energy, but evil energy, good morning. Good morning, Regina. How are you, Queen? You have to know when evil energy is working against you, when evil energy is in play, okay? And you have to recognize that. You have to see things sometimes for what it really is, not for what you want it to be, but for what it really is. So I will never, ever stop motivating. That's a part of my plan. That's a part of where the Most High Yah wants me to be. That's what he wants me to do. And so be it. It has to be done. See, when God, he knows each and every last one of us. He knows our fiber. He knows what we are made of. He knows how he has created us. And he knows, and he pick and choose people who is going to do what he wants done. Okay, now a lot of times, some people don't want to always answer the call. They want to run. Okay, they don't want to answer the call. But what they don't understand, you're welcome, Queen. What they don't understand is that sometimes your life, sometimes where he wants you to go in life, where he wants you to be in life, that's way more important because there are a lot of people who are depending on you. Okay? There are a lot of people who are depending. And I'm not going to say they're depending on me, but they are depending on what God does through me. I'm going to say it like that. What he does through me. Okay? And I can't walk away from that. I've been doing what I've been doing for many years, y'all. I have always been in service and helping people in a positive way. I'm not a negative person at all. But what I don't like is if negativity comes my way, I know how to deal with it. I know how to allow myself when people don't want me in their space. I know how to back away. I know how when I see a person acting however they're acting, a lot of times I know that it has nothing to do with me. It is what I carry. Okay, so you have to understand that on your journey, this journey that you do is not going to be an easy journey. And that everybody that you see doing what they're doing is not easy because there's so many other things that comes along with it. So many other things, okay? Dedication, getting up every day, just trying to make it, trying to have your best life that you want to have. And the first thing you got to do to have your best life is to believe in who you are. Because when God gives you something, when we pray for something and we ask God, Lord Father, please help me, you got to believe in who you are. You got to believe that you can do that thing. Yes. You're absolutely right, Anita. You're absolutely right. But there is nothing you can do about that. Okay? Our life, y'all, is so very precious. Your life is a precious gem and you have to treat it that way. And you have to understand, do not, okay, you know what, Katrina, I saw your, I saw your message pop up, but I'm on my phone, Queen, but I read what I could read. I'm on my phone, y'all. I'm going to get back on my computer. I'm in my craft room right here. And I'm trying to put this all together. It's going to take me some months to really get this the way that I want to get it. But I just felt like I'm going to pop on here today and I'm going to do this live. So the first thing you got to understand is the Most High Yah, he gave you, he created you, he gave you your life. And you got to be okay with everything that you go through on your journey, whether it's good or bad. And a lot of times, y'all, we don't like the bad things that happen to us, but a lot of times everything is working out for our good. We may not see it at the time, because we like, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this? And I'm going to tell y'all something too. A lot of times, y'all, we create our own chaos. We create our own chaos, our own problems. Sometimes some things we don't necessarily have to go through. But because we continue to go through those things, because we haven't learned the lesson. You got to learn. You have to understand that on this journey, the lessons is a part of it. You know, and you got to be okay with just learning what you need to learn on your journey. And you have to understand that once you learn what you need to learn, you will become that person that the Most High created you to be. But you got to be okay with the journey, and you got to be okay with yourself. So he gives us gifts and talents, okay? He gives us gifts and talents to do this thing, all right? And when he gives us the gifts and talents, a lot of times we don't act on it because we worry ourselves about people. We worry about what somebody's going to say. We worry about what they're going to do. We worry about how they're going to treat us. You can't concern yourself with that. You'll drive yourself crazy concerning yourself what people say or what they think of you. You know, you would literally drive yourself crazy being consumed by what somebody says or what they think. I'm going to tell you something. We come into this world by ourselves. You're going to leave this world by yourself. Okay? Your life was created for you to do something that has never been done. So you got to be about your business and do that thing. Okay? You got to do that thing. All right? Now, for some of us, we have been gifted with a lot of gifts and a lot of talents. And because we see other people doing that thing, we shy away from it. We don't want to do it because we like, well, that person is already doing it. It's already being done. So why should I do it? You should do it because there is something in you that the Most High wants someone else to see. Because we are all connected, believe it or not. We're all connected, okay? You don't know who you're going to help. You don't know who may help you on your journey. So you got to be okay with walking in your greatness, learning your talents, learning everything that you need to learn about who you are, having the understanding that your life is your life and your life is your life. And you have to give your life what your life needs. If your life needs change, give it what it needs. Okay? If your life needs change, give it what it needs. You also have to make sure that you develop, and I say this often, a relationship with God, the Most High. Have a relationship with the Most High, y'all. The reason why we go through what we go through is because he's not a part of the plan. And he has to be a part of the plan. Okay? He has to be a part of it. Some people don't want to hear that, but that's my truth. I'm speaking from my perspective because I'm going to tell you, I would not be where I am if it had not been for the Lord by my side. Okay? If it had not been for him by my side, I would not be where I am today. All right, y'all? So you have to have the understanding that your life is precious. He has given you something, and I know some people say, I have a hard time trying to figure out what I was put here to do. What is his plan for me? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. His plan that he has for you is whatever you do well. Whatever that thing is that you do well, that's what he has for you to do. Whatever you feel good doing, that's the plan that he has for you. I've worked for the majority of my life, okay? And you know when God has something else for you to do because you feel it. You feel it. Okay? And I worked the majority of my life, and I was not happy. Yes, that's right, Anita. He always comes first. Always. I was not happy. I was miserable. When I say miserable, I was miserable. Okay? And so I decided to come to YouTube, but I had taught myself for many years how to do what I do, my jewelry experience. Everything y'all see me making and creating, I taught myself for many years. And I worked for many years. But I got to the point where work wasn't enough. I was not getting any happiness from getting up, going to a job every day that I'm not going to say I hated. I enjoyed it in the beginning. But the tail end of it, I started not really enjoying it. I had to go to work with a smile on my face every day and make people happy, take care of people that were sick. Because I worked in hospice, and I'm not sure if some of y'all are familiar. I would think that everybody is familiar with hospice. I did hospice for a very long time, y'all. You have to be a certain type of person to be able to deal with people who are ill, who are really, really ill and are transitioning. Okay, I'm going to say that they're transitioning. So I did hospice for a very, very long time, and I became miserable. And I said, you know what, God, there has to be something else for me. There has to be something else for me to do. He said, go to YouTube. Okay, I'm going to YouTube. I came to YouTube. I was on Facebook. Facebook wasn't getting it. Came to YouTube, and he said, I need you to teach people how to make jewelry. Oh, I almost passed out. You need me to do what? I need you to teach people how to make jewelry. Not only that, tell them a part of your story. Tell them everything. Good morning, Sharon. How are you, Queen? Tell them everything that come along with the journey. Tell them. The reason why I speak on a lot of stuff on my channel, y'all, and I do my motivational messages, is because it's a lot of stuff that we don't talk about. It's a lot of stuff that people, it's almost like we living in a world now where you can't really say too much. If you say too much or you talk too much, everybody like, shh, you can't say that. But the thing about it is sometimes the truth needs to be heard, y'all. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's going on, that's taking place in the world right now, and nobody says anything about it. It's the stuff that we need to be talking about and discussing, like learning how to tap into your creativeness. We don't talk about that. We get consumed with other people's business, like all that stuff that's going on now with I'm not even going to say it, but y'all already know. I'm sure everybody already know that stuff that's been going on in the headlines with everything. We get so consumed with stuff like that the stuff that's really important, the stuff that's okay, Queen. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, Queen. The stuff that we need to get, we don't. You know what, Katrina, I saw your message pop up. And I'm sorry, it just faded. But I'm sitting in here, yeah, y'all, but it's a lot of stuff that we need. And we don't get it because nobody talks about it. Everybody talks about what they talk about, but they don't talk about what goes along or what comes along with the journey. It's a lot that come along with this journey, y'all. A lot. And sometimes I find myself, I be like, asking myself like, wow, this is a lot. But then when I look at it and I'm like, well, it's a lot. There's so much going on. But I'm like, God, you called me to do this. You put me here. So I'm going to do exactly what you told me to do. And sometimes I may say things that people don't like, but I I can't worry about that because sometimes, like I said, things need to be said. You know, I can't, I say things in a manner in which I'm hoping that people take from it and that it is positive for people. I try not to say things um, too harsh because when you say things too harsh, people, you know, they'll stray away. They won't get it. They won't get it. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I want people to be focused. I want people to learn. I want people to be open. I want people to be okay with shining. I want people to have the understanding that, yeah, you're going to shine. You're going to have people that don't like your shine, but it doesn't have anything to do with you. It just has everything to do with what you carry. What's on the inside of you, what they see you doing everything, and they have no idea that what comes along with it. It's a lot that comes along with this journey, y'all. A lot. A whole lot. And I'm wasting my time putting this tape on here because this tape is coming loose. So it's a lot that comes with the journey. A whole lot, y'all. And you have to be okay with it. You have to be okay with it. I see a lot of people, the reason why they don't start things is because after a while they get scared. Sometimes people get nervous. Sometimes people don't start their YouTube channel because they be worried about people writing in real mean comments. It's a lot of evil people out here, y'all. It's a lot of people that don't know God. You know, that's not. I'm rolling it up. I'm rolling it up this way, Sharon. I'm rolling it up in a ball because I made a big mistake and I folded it and now it's got a bunch of creases in it. So I'm gonna roll it up and within time it should go back to its normal shape. But that's what I'm doing with this vinyl. But yeah, we don't talk about a lot, y'all. We don't discuss a lot of things. We just go about our day every day and try to make the best of it. But life is about living, y'all. Live your life. Live your life. Stop concerning yourself about all that other craziness. Live your life. You only gonna get one time to do this, and do it well. Do it well, y'all. Do it well. Learn everything that you need to learn about whatever it is that you're doing. Learn as much as possible. Be okay with sitting down at your table. Good morning, Queen. How are you? Be okay with sitting down at your table and being open about what it is that you want to do or make or create. Y'all know from following me that you can create with anything. Okay? Anything. And it doesn't matter what it is. Anything you find, anything you put your hands on, you can create with it. Okay? You got to be open. You are so welcome, Queen. You're so very welcome. All praises go to the Most High Yah. All praises go to the Most High Yah. Yeah, you got to be open with learning. All right? With learning everything you need to learn. And because I find that sometimes people say, I want to work with wire, but I'm afraid to work with wire. I've never worked with wire before. Don't be afraid. Just pick it up and start working with wire. I love you, Queen. I love you. Oh, you're so very welcome, Katrina. All praises go to the Most High, Queen. All praises go to the Most High, yes. Yeah, y'all. So work with wire. Work with beads, work with wire, work with vinyl, work with whatever you want to work with. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Yes, ma'am. I'm seeing your comments, Sharon. I'm seeing your comments. I'm gonna tell you something. Dang, I just lost my train of thought. What I was going to say. Be open to learning. Know that you're going to make some mistakes. I made plenty. I know a lot of times when people see me make stuff, they be like, you do it. Sometimes y'all, I always do a prototype of what I make, right? But I make mistakes. You know, I make mistakes. That's how you learn. Sometimes your mistakes turns out to be something beautiful and wonderful. Sometimes your mistakes, y'all, turns out to be a really nice piece. It may not even be what you want, but sometimes it can turn out to be a nice piece. So for those of you who are joining me, I'm in this craft room, sitting here on my floor. I don't have any furniture in here yet. I have my ring light in here to give me some light, because it's no light in here. I don't have any light in here. So I do have my ring light. And it's early in the morning. I don't even know what time it is here in Maryland, y'all. I don't even know what time it is. I just know it's early in the morning. And I'm sitting here folding up this vinyl because I did a doobie boobie. I folded it like this, and now it's got all these creases in it. So I'm trying to roll it in a ball. I'm roll it like this so that I can get the creases out. Eventually the creases will leave. But this was one of the things that I'm like, let me just go ahead and do this and get on here and say hi to all my precious gems. Oh, you live in Maryland, Crystal? Where do you live in Maryland? Awesome. That's a wonderful thing. Yeah, y'all. So don't be afraid to step outside the box. Think outside the box, y'all. I always say that a lot. Oh, you in Silver Spring. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, I'm in Essex. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. Don't be afraid to step outside your box. Oh, you're so very welcome, Sharon. All praises go to the Most High, y'all. Yes, y'all. All praises go to the Most High, y'all. If y'all didn't see the beginning of the video, this is going to be my little craft area. My son moved out. And I'm going to tell y'all, I was a big crybaby. My son is 26 years old, and he moved out. He moved into his own place. I cried like a baby. Oh, my goodness. He put on his wings, y'all, and I just cried like a baby. It was such a beautiful thing. Hey, Robin, how are you, Queen? Good morning, Robin. Yes, I cried like a baby, y'all. It was terrible. My husband was like, what's going on with you? You know how most people, they be glad when their kids move out and step out. I cried, y'all, because that's, whew, my son, y'all. So this is his room, and this is my craft room, and I'm going to be putting stuff together. I'm going to do a video showing y'all pretty much, well, actually, I did a video the other day showing y'all the room. So I'm thinking about painting in here. I'm going to paint. I got some carpet, and I think I'm going to clean the carpet because it's really not bad. My son did a good job as far as, you know, the carpet not being messed up. But the walls, he had like posters on his walls and stuff like that. He had posters on this wall, and he had some other stuff on that wall right there where I think you know what, Robin, what did you say, Queen? You just said something about crying. See, my comments, y'all, when they pop up on my channel, they only pop up, they only be here for a little while, and then they disappear because I'm on my phone. I gotta find another way to do this. But yeah, I cried like a baby. It was terrible. My husband, I cried for 2 days. Is that normal to cry for 2 days? Yes. Yeah. Robert, you said you cried too. It was terrible. Like when I say terrible, y'all, it was terrible. I could not stop crying. I was crying the day before he moved. I cried the same day. I cried the next day. I finally stopped crying Friday. I've been crying since Tuesday. So let me see. Tuesday, he moved out last Wednesday. I was crying. I'm like, why am I crying? Like, what is that? So, but yeah, y'all, it's just all. And my daughter get ready to move out too. Yes, we love our children so much, y'all. We love our babies. Yes, we do. So I'm sitting here trying to get this boo-boo together that I created with this vinyl. And I thank y'all so very much for joining me today. Thank y'all so very much. I greatly appreciate it. I know this is Sunday mornings. I've never done a live on a Sunday morning, but I'm like, you know what? Let me get up. Let me do this. Well, actually, he's about an hour away, Robin. He's about an hour away. Yep, my son is about an hour away. So I guess you could say that's still close, but he's about an hour away. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to get up off of here. It's 41 minutes. Y'all know I don't be doing no whole lot of too long of a lives. Yeah, that's about an hour away. It's not bad. He got a nice place. Nice little apartment. It's real nice. So, oh, you in Georgia? 75 degrees, Sharon? That's awesome. So with that being said, y'all, yeah, I'm going to close this out. I want to say thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to probably be doing more lives in this room now because I'm in this room. It's quiet and it's not a lot of noise. You can hear the birds. I don't know, can y'all hear the birds? I'm trying to be quiet so you can hear the birds. I got my window open over there. Yeah. Hey, babe, I got to talk to you, Cynthia. When I get a Kodak moment, I'm going to call you. Yes, I love y'all. I'm going to get up off of here. And I will be seeing y'all in a next live. You do hear them? Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, Katrina and Regina. Robin, thank y'all so very much. Sharon, thank y'all so very much. Anita, thank y'all. I greatly appreciate all of y'all's support here on this journey. Okay, yes, I am going to reach out to you, Queen. All right, I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Sunday, and please continue to be safe. Thank you, Bonita B. Thank you so much for joining me. Love y'all. See y'all later. Bye. You too.